This thing on? Yeah, apparently. So, welcome to another episode of You Get What You Pay For. Item in question is an AGT Flail Mower. See? It says right there, AGT. Made in China. So, this is a kind of a mixed bag video here. It's going to be sort of a review, real world review, plus some thoughts. So I paid $1,100 for this thing. Some guy got it at an auction. He didn't want to do anything with it, so now I have it. Price was right. I've done quite a bit of mowing here. I've got a little 5-acre, we'll call it a tech stead, because this is the Tech Billy channel. A little rifle range going on here. I'm mowing, doing some clearance work against the property line. Got this mower attached to a John Deere 35D. Oh, seat cushion's kind of getting in the way here. Oh, this is my key. Don't pay any attention to that. But yeah, see, the seat's a little tore up. She's got some time on her. So 35D, this mower is supposedly rated for 6 to 8 ton machines. It came with an adapter for a Cat 308 or something. This mount here I fabricobbled a while back for a wood splitter, so I kind of cannibalized it and took it off the wood splitter, and I had to cut there a little bit to get some clearance because it was actually hitting this fitting, and I didn't want to be interfering with that and prematurely destroy that. As you can see, the rubber backing on the mower has completely gone bye-bye. It's got a case drain on the back of the motor, so I had to plumb in a line for the case drain because the 35D doesn't come with that from the factory. It just comes with your send and receive up on the top there. So it's a Saturday. I forget what day it is, but it's a Saturday up here in central New York, and all the big hydraulic places are closed. Marcy Hydraulics is where I normally go for hoses and whatnot, and they'll whip it up for you right there on the bench. You take them all 5 minutes to do what I had to do here. But luckily, Runnings in Rome had hoses and enough generic components that I was able to piece together what I needed here. Luckily, the adapter that was on here, it was a 3/8 flat face quick coupler thingy. That was NTP on the inside of it, so basically everything at Runnings was national pipe thread, so all the NTP stuff worked. So this is my little jimmer jammer here coming back, and hang on, come on, damn it, yeah, that's a little stiff to get open because I'm routing the hose through this little gap there where it's kind of smooth, so it's not rubbing up against anything sharp. But here's the dealio. So I took off the cap here on the tank. This is where you fill your hydraulic oil. And I drilled a 3/8 hole in there and took a 3/8 NPT nipple fitting. It started off as like 3.5 inches, and I put it in my metal saw thing and cut it down. And then I had to bevel the edge to kind of match this little slope thing going on here. Welded that in real good, no leakies, which is a plus. Came off with a 1 foot pigtail thing and threw a quick coupler on there. This is just a regular 3/8 agriculture fitting. It's not a flat face or anything fancy. The idea being that, the whole freaking hose is just going to live with the mower. I all in for this hose job was like, what, $120 for the hose and fittings and everything. Plus the little pipe thing. which I bought extras of these. I bought the one 3.5 inch thing, and then I bought actually like some 3/8 close fittings, because originally I thought I was going to drill and tap this and then weld around it. But then when I took this apart and actually saw like what the diameter of the thing was, and there was an O-ring under there and everything, I'm like, nah, I just got to go right through the side and weld it on. So that's how that ended up. So it works. I mean, there's oil coming through this. It's hot, so I don't know. All I've had up to this point was a tilt bucket, so never really had the need for the drainy drain, but there you have it. So we just kind of get that in there, and then we smash that into submission. All right, so here's the catalyst for this here video. So we got this made in China flail mower, and basically in my situation it's all about price point. So this thing showed up on Facebook Marketplace. It was the right price point. I had my piggy bank stashed away, and I was like, you know what, that is what the piggy bank is for. So I snatched onto it. I drove out and grabbed it, got it all together, and here we are. Now I have ran this thing for about probably 3 hours, like literally 3 hours of what I would consider normal use. Now in my realm where I live and where I kind of exist, I have off and turbo. So my normal use is probably considered abuse by normal people. This is what I've been going after with it. This stuff, I don't know what this is called. It might be called dogwood, because when you cut it, it literally smells like a wet dog. I don't know. But at any rate, I actually cut this the other day with a chainsaw, so that's why it's kind of laying down all here, because, I got the little pew-pew range going. But I've been doing this. I munched up I don't know, can we zoom in on that? Is that possible with this iPhone? Yeah, so I had an ash tree that I dropped a few, like I actually dropped that last year, so I just kind of munched on that. I went through, thick scrub brush like this, what you're seeing here. All this, whatever the hell it's called, grass, this, that, the other thing. Gobbled it all up, gone, goodbye, sayonara. And I mean, this made in China mower just took it like a champ. But now we're at the part where we're starting to bring forth some of the flaws of this here made in China apparatus. And this is kind of like this one's a good one. This is a critical thing that shouldn't be fucking happening. Sorry about the F-bomb there, but this is how serious this is. All right, so underneath here, we got the spinny wheel or spinny rod of death with the hammers. So the hammers seem to be okay quality. They're probably just the run-of-the-mill, whatever bullshit hammers you find on eBay or Amazon or whatever. Part of the quote-unquote diligence before I pulled the trigger on this thing was to find, what does this thing have for replacement parts, especially these hammers, because I know that, these are a wear item. So they're like $65 a piece. So they're not exactly something you want to destroy or lose. I gotta make sure I'm not like where this thing's gonna fall on me and kill me. You can see some of these here are peened over. And yeah, I'll just show you why. Hang on. Shaky cam. Oh, I hope I have enough memory in the phone. All right, where the hell is this thing? There it is. That right there is why some of them are peened over. I mean, I got my skid shoes set a little higher than what came from the factory to account for stuff like that. Because, I'm trying to prolong the lifespan of this here made in China apparatus as long as possible on my shoestring budget. So, the hammers, they travel at a high velocity. They smash things. They're made of steel or iron, or whatever the hell they're made of. Probably made of iron, because I pay the iron price for everything. All right, Exhibit A. WTF. Yeah, it's not supposed to do that. So here is our focus. made in China. I think that says 8.8. Center it. Yeah, 8.8. So this is some bullshit metric, supposedly grade 8 hardware. And you notice that, like, you know, it has to go in this way. Get back here. Because if you try to go this way, you can't. It won't fit. So anyway. So yeah, I'm sitting here working on this tree thing, and all of a sudden I hear, and I'm like, that ain't normal, because I've gobbled up some stuff, because this dogwood crap is kind of like flexible and rubbery, so it's easy to wrap around the cutter and, you know, wrap it right around there, and then this thing bogs down and it hits the little relief thing, and it's like, wee. But this was more of an aggressive, like, metal on metal sound, and I'm like, that ain't right. You know, first thing I was like, well, I bent the damn thing, but no, it ain't bent. See, it's still spinning true. And then I'm like, well, we better check this. We better shut down and check it. And then I tilt it up in the air like this, and as it's spinning down and the hammers kind of like they all fall and reset, you know, back to gravity, that one went whoop, the bolt came out. I don't know where the nut went. Not really worried about the nut right now. Worry about the nut later. But yeah, so these are just nylon capture nuts, or nylon captive nuts, or whatever the hell they're called. You see them right here? This is what, see that blue crap in there? That's like some kind of plastic bullshit that is, you know, like supposedly, you know, like a lock washer type thing. All of the hardware has this crap, all of it. So it's no good. After about 2 hours, I shut down, you know, took a break, had some food, whatever, came out here, and I noticed some of these were loosening up. So I was like, you know what, we're going to tighten those. And as luck would have it, the 2 wrenches that I keep on the excavator for doing the quick coupler over here, it's like 15/16 or whatever the hell. Yeah, they happen to fit perfect. So I was like, score, bonus. I don't need to carry more tools on the excavator to run this attachment. And I tightened them all. I went up all 4 sides, got them good and tight. And, you know, we're now out here like another hour, half hour, 45 minutes, whatever the hell it has been, and freaking lose one of them. I mean, thank God I didn't lose the hammer, you know, because like as was declared earlier, these travel at a high rate of speed. They're heavy. They have a sharp, where'd that thing go? Did I lose it? What'd I do with that? Oh, there it is. See? Look, sharp. Flying sharp thing. And it obviously it's capable of destroying things. So if that were to fly off and hit somebody, a person or an animal or a building or a vehicle or whatever, not so good. Not really at all. So, oh, I feel like that guy in Gold Rush that all of a sudden found himself having to go out and buy like a container's worth of grade 8 bolts. Tony Beats, I think. So that's what I'm gonna have to do here. I'm gonna freaking go to Tractor Supply and buy a whole bunch of grade 8 bolts and replace every, well, I don't know if, well, I have to at least replace that one. I mean, the freaking nut's gone. But I think what I'm gonna do at this point is come in here at the nut and weld. I'm gonna zap every single one of these with the MIG welder and just make them static. No more coming apart, period. And if it does come down to the point where I have to change out a hammer, replace them, I'll just take the plasma cutter to it and just blow that thing right off of there and put the new hammer on. I have the capability. I don't give a crap, just more time. But I would rather have every single one of these little bastards welded shut and no chance of them coming apart. I mean, I guess I guess we're gonna trust the 8.8 there. Where is it? Or no, what does that say? 6.0? Or was it 10 point? I don't know. Whatever the hell this is, this Chinesium Ching Chang grade 8, or maybe it's fake grade 8. Maybe they stole the intellectual property on metallurgy and it's fake grade 8. Who the hell knows? But I guess we'll try and trust the metal itself to not freaking fail and yeet one of these things into the next county. Yeah, so I'm gonna be welding every single one of these things, checking all the other bolts, checking all the other fittings, because the fasteners at least are trash. They cheaped out. Hence, this is why we loaded this. We front loaded with, this is what you get, what you pay for. The mower itself, I got no complaints with the performance so far. I mean, I've freaking just sended it, and it gobbled everything up. I mean, yeah, I mean, this machine is underpowered. I forget what it's doing. It's putting out, according to the book, 17.5 gallons per minute at the auxiliary pump, which I'm pretty sure the auxiliary pump is also tied to the drive motors, because when I travel, you can hear the thing, spin down and everything. But whatever. I mean, it works. The thing works. It mulches. It gobbles up stuff that big. It does what it's supposed to do. So performance-wise, I got no real true complaints yet. Quality and material-wise, that's, yeah, I'm gonna have to declare, I'm not declaring a disaster, but I've got some concerns. But I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna weld those up, and hopefully that should be good enough. I mean, as far as like the bearings and everything go, it looks like it uses off-the-shelf bearings. So if like a bearing goes, I can just go to freaking eBay, or I try to not use Amazon. Screw Bezos. I do everything through eBay. But when I do an eBay and then it shows up from Prime, oh, I get mad. I get big mad. Because I go to eBay specifically. I mean, yeah, I realize I'm still feeding the beast, but I can't grow this stuff on a tree. This little, whatever piece this is here, I mean, oh my God, look how chintzy that is. It's actually moving. That needs tightening. Yeah. So I guess if you buy one of these things, you're going to constantly be chasing all of the weakness out of it until you forge this thing into something worthy of seeing, or, it'll never wear an American flag, but, well, even stuff that's made in America, you kind of wonder. Competency crisis and all that. But yeah, I mean, so far I'm happy with it. Even with this narrowly avoided catastrophe, I am happy with it. Because I have accomplished some mowing that was really tricky and challenging that I would never have been able to do with my tractor with the brush hog. It would have been an all-day chainsaw affair. And I just love fucking going out and bending over all day and wrecking my back and loading everything into the chipper and blah-de-blah-de-blah. So, all right, let's fire this thing up and let's hear if we hear that noise anymore. All right, I gotta get my key. Got my key out. So that sound there, that clankety clank, that was the knives dropping, when they're no longer spinning from centripetal force. All right, let's give her the business. that's a good one. Come on now. Oh yeah, all right. So that's what I was talking about earlier when I said I've jammed the thing a few times, and you know when you jam it because it don't, make that clankety clank. Ah shit, this is a good one. So we got that little union thing. I'm gonna have to actually set you guys down here because I need both grabbers. Hang on, I don't have a fancy tripod or nothing. I'm just starting out on the old YouTube. See if I can just. Ow. Rip and tear until it is done. Oh, this wood stinks. There we go. Jesus. Well, it's starting to vibrate away. Can't let it get lost. We need that critical material right there. All right, a little test run up. Oh, actually got to engage the controls. Good. But I'm not gonna run this thing too much more tonight because with that one hammer missing, I can tell it's already out of balance. I mean, I can feel that difference in the vibration just running it, in the machine. So I'm gonna clean this up because I might want to do some shooting tonight. So I'll do that and call it a day. Oh yeah, one other thing it just reminded me because I'm pulling the stick uphill here. When the thing is running, all the controls in the excavator get sluggish. They just slow down. You don't get the response that you're normally used to. I mean, like I said, this mower is actually too big for this machine. I'm running it on a John Deere 35D. I don't know, I forget what horsepower. It's 30-something horsepower, but it works. But you got to kind of recalibrate your expectations of how the machine is going to handle. It will run it. I mean, it's working. You just got to kind of, get used to it. Oh, come on! So I'm thinking this is because I'm doing everything one-handed. Because I'm supporting you guys, all right? I'm supporting you, so kindly support me by subscribing and sharing and all that stuff, so that I can afford bigger excavators to properly run this thing, or just a better mower. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see which one we get to first. But thanks for stopping by and having a gander at what we got going on here. I'm vibrating because of the machine. Kind of like a built-in massage feature. All right. It's a Saturday in upstate New York. The weather's finally good, so we're gonna catch you later. Take care, guys.